Thank you for coming on this platform. Bola Tinunbu has, tendered his scorecard before Nigerians, and is telling the whole world now that yes, the government, my government under APC-led administration, has done extremely well for Nigeria and Nigerians. How would you react to that?
It's very, very unfortunate. This is the kind of a situation we always witness when a president that has not performed, that has not done anything, they will come out and mark themselves. I've not seen where a student will mark his script. It is your lecturer or teacher that will mark your script. And who is the lecturer here? Who is the student? We are the lecturer. Tinunbu is the student. So it is Nigerian that have to score President Bola Tinunbu, and which I'm also part of it. So part of Nigerians. I'm also a lecturer in Nigeria, a teacher. So I can score President Bola Tinunbu. So if anybody asks me to score President Bola Tinunbu overall, in every overall, it doesn't score up to 20%, and that is a proper failure. Of course, it is obvious. Everybody you can see it. Like I usually say that I don't have problem in removing subsidy since the day of Jonathan when he make attempt to remove subsidy. Very, very unfortunate. It is the same group of people that are bent on the subsidy will not be removed. There's nothing like subsidy, all sort of a thing. They have every bad reason every good reason for Jonathan not to remove subsidy that time. But now they have now seen that there are so many good reasons for them to remove subsidy. They even said that time that there is nothing like a subsidy, that is just a scam. But unfortunately, they came and see a scam that almost consumed the whole nation, and they removed the subsidy. But when you remove subsidy, how do you go about it? Is an aftermath of removing subsidy. How do you want to spend the money you collect there judiciously? We saw how Jonathan handled it when he removed subsidy. He created what we call a swappy. He created a lot of things, and he was using that money. The little one he was able to save from subsidy. The subsidy was not totally removed that time. He removed some because the price of fuel was going to 147 or 145. Then he said, okay, let's meet at the middle, and the price of fuel became 97 naira. So he was able to save some little money. So the little money he was able to save, we saw the impact. But this one is a total remove, and the impact we are feeling is just the hunger. It's just the aspect of it we are feeling. The positive aspects of it, we cannot be substantiated anywhere. Electricity is not improving. Our infrastructure has not been improved, and economy is nothing to write home about as we are talking now. Everybody will think that when President Bola Tinunbu removes subsidy, at least we have enough money. But instead of seeing that one, we still need to go and borrow money. The gift that President Bola Tinunbu give us to celebrate 2 years in office is plan to borrow another $22 billion. That is a lot of money. 34 trillion naira. When we convert it into naira, it's very, very unfortunate that we are witnessing that kind of a thing. And one of the things that make me cry most is that in our education, consecutively, we witness a failure. We did jump recently. We saw what happened. Glitching or whatever they call it. Up to this moment, they were unable to rectify the error that occurred there. Some people are still grumbling about what they experienced during the jam. As if that one is not enough, we saw how our students are writing WAEC in darkness. Do they do us with darkness? Do they do us? Why do Nigeria like darkness like this? Our students are using a lamp and torchlight to write WAEC. I've never heard it in my life, and I don't imagine it that it can happen. I schooled in the village. It has never happened like that. It has never happened like that. That in an international exam, people are writing under the darkness. During the daytime that we are writing, sometimes some students cannot pass. Let alone the one that they now use torchlight to.
In the night.
In the night, I have one of the candidates here in my side. That lady came back around 9. Everybody was worried. Everybody was worried. Thank God it was not a rainy day like it happened yesterday. You will have heard that some the students were drowned because the heavy rain can cause a so I wonder why Nigerian leaders are usually doing like this, that they will score themselves. This is not the first time we witness something like this. They will come out and started scoring themselves that what I've promised, I'll fulfill it. Honestly speaking, it's annoying. It's annoying for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to come out and start scoring himself. Based on what? Oh, is it because of a bag of pure water that has become 500 naira, 600 naira? If you want to buy the cold one, it's 600 naira. It is under. How much are we buying bag of pure water before? You are buying bag of pure water 200 naira, 250, even sometimes 100 naira, 150. Now it is 500 naira. Ordinary pure water. And if you have like 2-3 kids, you in a day you will drink up to 2 bags of pure water. That is truth, because everybody will pure.
It's gone.
It's gone. So before you will be able to survive in this country, as one person, at least go sit down and check it. You will spend nothing less than 3,000-4,000 naira every day. That is true, because you want to eat. You will be managing to spend like 1,200 naira as a full grown up man. Let alone you now have 2 kids, 1 wife. Go and check house rent. That one is keep on flying every day. Go and check transportation. I pity people that have to travel or enter bus or to work
on daily basis.
On daily basis, people are crying. People are. There is one guy that I know that is working at Lekki. He's working at VI and he's living in Nogba. Imagine somebody spend nothing less than 6,000 naira every day. How much do they want to pay him? And where is the money to rent a house? Very close to where he's working. So for president, is to me, all of them, they like to play like ostrich, insensitive. So it is out of insensitivity that make President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to come out and start scoring himself. I think he will come out and still maybe apologize to her and plead that people should endure and look for one way to cushion this effect. It is very, very unfortunate. So President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, your 2 years, I score you very low, less than 20%.
Okay, you mentioned very vital, something important that is demanding for serious attention in Nigeria, especially in Lagos State here. And we are hearing that as the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, want to look into the policies of tenant and landlord and maybe bring down to where people can easily afford to rent 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. And do you think that can be possible, at least to help Nigerians, Lagosians, to survive the burden of APC on them?
It's better there is a law that will regulate than none. No, if there is a law that regulates and people don't want to adhere with it, then we can take ourselves to court. That is it. So if there is if that law is not exist, you cannot prosecute your landlord for violating any law. Any law that does not exist, nobody want to obey it. But so far that law is being made and validated by the House of Assembly, then if any landlord violates the law, you can take them to court. I know that it's not going to be very easy. The court will just be filled with so many litigious issue on the house rent, but it's better that law is made. So if we make that law where people that that want to fight for their rights, they will have something to hold on with. Now, number one. Number two, much more than creating law, it was Jakande that builded some of those estates we are seeing today. Jakande estate. You see it all across and they make it affordable for people. Now they don't build any estate again. The one that they will build is for the super rich. Go and check how many average Nigeria can afford those estates that they are building. We know what Sagari did in those days. Every headquarter of a local government, you see low cost. They call it low cost, purposely call it low cost. That can they did the same thing in Lagos State. But I'm tired. We don't see something like that again. You don't see something like that again. Those ones that Jakande even built that time, some of them have been becoming dilapidated. They don't rehabilitate them, and some of them, it's an eyesore today for lack of a culture. Some of them sometimes they chase some people away from that house. I think was it during Fasola regime that they want to bring some policy, and they started chasing. So beyond making law, build estates that will be affordable for people, at least mortgage. You travel out now. You people travel out and you saw how they do it in that place. If you are a citizen in Britain, in all this US, you can just approach the council and they will give you house and you will be paying. Majority of them benefit from this thing in UK.
But these leaders honestly doesn't want Nigerians to be rescued, or doesn't want the citizens to be rescued, because there's nothing to celebrate about Nigeria 64 years after, and we are still seeing another hold on. Oh yes, what we are doing, you don't know what we are doing. Now we know what we are doing. After all, now we are running the government. You might not have the privilege of having access of our economic plan and how we have been implementing it. To that extent, what do you think should be going in the minds of Nigerians, especially the youths?
When you get to some point, when you are being gagged for long, you may forget your identity. It is very, very bad when they keep on telling you lie every day. You will no longer accept that lie, but you will see it as a gospel truth. It's like Nigeria youth have been succumbed. Nigeria youth has been gagged. Nigeria youth has been bought. Our future has been put in a sack and tied. It is only those who can try to, wrestle a little bit of it from them. So it's like a kingdom of God that suffer violence is only violent that took it by force. Let me tell you, I like one skit that I usually one guy called Funny Emmanuel, one young guy. So I like this skit where he say, I want to become lawyer tomorrow. I want to become doctor. Me, I want to become doctor. And they were arguing. And he must say, it's not about what you want to become. It's about what nation wants you to become. And they now saw one elderly man say, when you were young, what did you intend to become? He said, I wanted to be a pilot. And I asked him, what are you now? He said, I'm nothing. I've become nothing. He said, you see, both of you that are fighting, I want to become lawyer, I want to become doctor. It is what country turned you to. And that is the fact. I like to watch that skit. So it's like the kingdom of God that has suffered violence, and it's only violence that take it by force. The future of youth has kept somewhere, and the youth has even forgotten. That's why you see the majority of them, they don't believe in this nation. They don't believe that one government exists anywhere. Nobody no Nigeria you think about any government that want to do anything for him. Everybody just wake up, find himself in Nigeria, and started looking for how to survive. That's why you see Yahoo everywhere. Because rituals.
You can see what's happening in Enugu State.
Yes, that's one that happened in Enugu State. It's pathetic. It's worrisome. It's horrible. So, and these are the people that will be doing money rituals for all this Yahoo. Let me tell you, Nigeria, and afraid Nigeria youth they don't believe in Nigeria. They don't believe in government. They just believe in waking up and started looking for how to make money on their own, because they know that when you have a parent that is not responsible, you will feel like, I don't have parent. When an husband is not responsible, the wife will feel like, I'm a widow. Like some comedian will say, every widow in this church rise up, and a woman rise up beside his wife, and the man was like, I'm alive. He say, are you alive? You are not alive. I'm a widow. Sorry, I'm a widow. That is what is happening. So Nigeria youth has forgotten. They've forgotten about government.
Okay. Finally, who are we going to blame? Nigeria or Nigerians? Nigeria or Nigerians? Who is to blame now?
It's both. When you talk about Nigeria, that means how Nigeria is formed. Nigeria on its own is like a property to some people, and they want to, take it over again. The Fulani, supported by Britain, and they are still pursuing that agenda up to tomorrow. Okay, we are talking about poor economy. What about the security? They don't even allow us to live. Ordinary living, they don't allow us to live. So when you're not talking about Nigerians, of course it is Nigerians that is controlling Nigeria. Whatever that happened to Nigerians, caused by Nigerians. So from both angles, we don't get it right at all. And I don't know. I don't like to bring in God into this kind of thing, because God has done his own best for us in this country. Everything perfect. Climate, mineral resources. Tell me.
Human resources
There, but we don't know how to bring all these things together to move forward.
Thank you for coming live on this platform. God bless you.